Gonna have Poddy, smoke, flash. Bit of a default in towards mid-control, but Kaspersky, beautiful entry. A player who was a highlight to watch against Cybershock yesterday on this very map.
Yeah, he loves
that KOMNATA need to tame.
Loves a bit of aggression, does Kaspersky. Diha going to be the one to hold down the A-bomb site as ENCE pop in and cascade into CT spawn here. It's a split higher and lower. There's nothing Diha can do. His teammates smoked off. Minho is able to get one through the smoke. But a man advantage in the ENCE camp here as KOMNATA forced to redirect and head up short to attempt this retake.
And secure a decent post plant as well. Long control in their hands. Leave the bomb is planted for it as well. I think. On towards Kaspersky. Needs to try and play his life. Plays well with Poddy. Will find the head. Big spam. There's just simply not enough time. In fact, nice little finish there from Poddy.
Thanks, Kaspersky. I had to round this corner and clear it, but he holds firm. Luckily, Nature is there to trade, but as soon as he spins round, Krasnal activates, pushing through tunnels, and so man advantage for KOMNATA. Thanks, Kaspersky just going for a solo dry take of lower tunnels. He had a Molotov. Could have used it, but no. Takes it dry. The man advantage in the hands of KOMNATA here is Glaive going to pop himself out of tunnels. Doesn't go for the full-on wide swing. Going to get a few interstitial nades down. Smoke on the door. Molotov into window. Krasnal gets jumped on. Kylar with a response through the doors. Poddy is there to equalize the numbers. Flank coming in through tunnels and Diha on window. Poddy spotted. Exposed himself. Sumdai Young able to cover. Quick reaction. It should almost certainly be an ENCE round here.
Yeah, good recovery. Now, just to set the scene.
God, the whole gang's out. Poddy going to be taking point. Spotted by Kylar up close. Rifler Nature comes in to hold the angle. Util being deployed. ENCE actually not going to commit to this. Using KOMNATA's response. Bait out all the utility. Kaspersky finally commits. Takes down Kylar. Diha with a quick trade. All of his teammates have dispersed here, so no trade forthcoming. And slip back into a default where Poddy claim key on short. Nature eliminates Diha on the B bomb site. ENCE have a free pathway in as well as mid control to prevent the rotations. KOMNATA can't get even close to this bomb site, and they can't get away either.
Default utility to slowly push the CT back to short control. That's Kaspersky taking a cheeky little fight in. Don't get HE. Softens up Minho for an easy finish. Krasnal may trade, but there's a trade back in response. 2 for 1. ENCE now just need to group up. All they need to do is trade. The only way they can lose is if they don't. So they just storm out on towards short. 3 players in a pack. I know they have the man advantage. Bomb planted.
D is just fully committed to the save here. Glaive going to clear out long. Shoulder, but Kylar's quicker. It's a gun that can get blown his way once the bomb detonates. Nature, determined to stop that happening, ends up handing over his AK as well. See Diha trying to reposition to maybe attempt to get an AK of his own. Kylar finds a third. A lot of damage dealt. Time on this long rotation. Catches key. Forces KOMNATA to turn their attention. Split in 2 directions. Just going to redirect to short. Krasnal in the meantime's gone down. KOMNATA being picked apart slowly. Minho and Diha both heading into tunnels.
His aggressive nature. He causes so much chaos on the other side of the map, which stifles all the rotations. It makes that B site hit so much easier.
Nature on a flank. KOMNATA smell a rat, but they can't do anything about it. Diha falls. Krasnal's attention diverted. Swings in. Kylar combines. 2 kills found, but Nature and Poddy come back with 2 of their own, leaving key. 1 versus 2 here, 1 HP, and now 0. As ENCE find their 7th. Nature's position is just about useless. Kaspersky holding for this push into the tunnels, lands the first, traded out by Diha. In the meantime, Nature's finally found his target on long, which leaves Key and Krasnal to try and take some space on short. The firing squad is really effective. Krasnal finds a double and a dink as well onto Poddy. Nature catches him on long. Krasnal there to trade in Goose. Poddy thinks he's crossed into the bomb site. He's going to anticipate this position. Krasnal swings out. Finally, KOMNATA are on the board. Mid smoke popped. Opportunity to catch Kaspersky on short, but it's not quite landed. A lot of damage, but no kill. The subsequent follow-ups haven't connected either. Krasnal solo on HP, going to go straight through the smoke and still manages to find a kill. Key finds one on the AWP as well. Glaive responds. Responds with a double, in fact.
Big impact. KOMNATA trying to get proactive, trying to be disruptive and deny ENCE the setup. But ENCE are so keen for a multi-kill. Another push, another trade. SDY now holds and lines them both up. No support needed. He'll close it out with a triple kill as ENCE deny KOMNATA a second. They'll try and pressure them, but ENCE are ready. They just hold at the top of mid, ready for this push, ready for KOMNATA to overcommit. They'll find the first 3 kills of the round, 1 minute 20, and it's a 5 versus 2.
Yeah, Diha and Key. And now just Diha. It's a long rotate over to this A-bomb site. And now they know where he is as well. Poddy holding the cross. Smoke completely blocks the cross to A. Somebody getting aggressive. 9 for ENCE. Oh, Kaspersky's farming.
So aggressive and oh, okay. Beautiful tap. Wanted one more, but won't find it. Just Krasnal will lead a monstrous multi-kill here, but it's not going to happen. I mean, the aggression from Kaspersky in that scenario when you've got the bomb planted, you've not barely seen an opponent.
That's a headshot onto Glaive. The USP dancing around, trying to dodge all these nades flying in, but SDY doesn't care. Another clean headshot out of him. Bomb site taken. 20 seconds, bomb will be planted momentarily, and KOMNATA have to retake this with no nades. A single M4, FAMAS, and an MP9. Have to be a gargantuan fumble for ENCE to give this one.
Somehow, I don't think they're going to. An 11-1 half. ENCE stomping KOMNATA.
Poddy going to hear all these steps coming up short. But some Daeyoung's cleared out long. So KOMNATA might have the bomb site, but then slowly encircling them. Poddy looking to close the noose here. Kyla, flank through middle. A couple of kills do come through for KOMNATA, leaving some Daeyoung. The 1 versus 3 finds a first kill, gets a reload in. Answers a phone, spins back round. Diha will land the killing blow, giving KOMNATA a second round.
Deep volley, Minho's going to be fighting in front of it, but he ends up giving a solo fight. There's 0 trade potential behind that one.
And the flash is there for it.
Beautiful flash.
What? He got a double!
Okay. Okay, Kaspersky. Thrives in the aggression, even with only a deagle. Running in behind that flash, completely shuts down KOMNATA. Again, it goes to show how disjointed KOMNATA are. Minho's peeking short their solo. There's no support, no trade potential in that fight. Following that, the rest of the players are just not ready for a flash to come through. Not ready for the counter-aggression. This is completely juxtaposing the KOMNATA we saw 2 days ago.
Would be very beneficial at the minimum here. Need to clear out default though. Will do so. Kaspersky finally dealt with. Molotov on short. We'll keep Poddy away. So we'll see what Glaive can do. Coming in through CT, Key jumps up, completely exposes himself, and that gives Glaive the opportunity. Kylar trying to isolate the fight here. He's about to get double swung, but STY only has the scout. Multiple targets on his screen. He can't land any of them. USP's out. Some die young. Will connect the headshot with his, and ENCE will find map point on Dust 2.
Force buy prevails. Again, disjointed play on short allows ENCE to find the opening. Excapersi then goes huge with the Deagle. KOMNATA had an opportunity to bring it back, but yeah, completely neglecting the possibility of Glaive having walked all the way through CT as they walked up on towards the site.
Flashed over. SDY. The impression of Excapersi with the spam bails him out. There's already so much damage done to KOMNATA.
Beautiful flash again, straight in towards short. KOMNATA player left isolated. They need to go for a second flash. What is this? This is the same play over and over again. And KOMNATA falling victim to it, constantly just shifting back in towards the trap. And that's it. 13-2, an absolute landslide victory for ENCE here on Dust 2 as they storm through KOMNATA. STY leaves his teammates in the lurch, trying to go in for this lurch play, drops down, and clean shooting from KOMNATA here to open up their map pick.
He could have got the drop on him, maybe ran in through camera. But no.
A bit of an overextension from Key, trying to hunt down Excapersi, falls victim to Poddy. There's at least one kill in this round, and an MP9 picked up. Excapersi, though, wants to stick with the Deagle. Just chucks the MP9 to Poddy, who goes for a wide swing.
Yeah, and then he chucked it to the player who's got 9 HP. Like, bro, what do you want me to do with this?
So just run out. Go die.
Yeah, this could really disrupt the round for ENCE. Some die young aware of it, though, and the hard clear is going to give them that pathway onto the B-bomb site. KOMNATA scrambling to get control. Only a smoke to try and retake with. ENCE themselves don't have much blocking utility. In fact, they've just used the last of it to cover off Temple.
Things they don't have the main control either, so they have to go for a little bit more of a, not necessarily a risky plant, but a less open plant. Fortunately, shut down both KOMNATA players pushing in towards CT. That should be the signal to Key and Deher to go and save their weapons. Throw all the utilities so you can't see on towards the site. Block off the choke point so it's harder for you to rotate in. Even when Excapersi is not firing on all cylinders, you know Natu can be there to give you some opening kills, some beautiful shots. Glaive bites off way more than he can chew with that wide swing. Exposes himself to 3 players, leaving all this work onto SDY, who has to flush his way through an incendiary. Bit of a fumble of a round there from ENCE. A juxtaposition from their previous round where they lose the man advantage. They lose Excapersi, and mid-round beautifully on this one, it's just being picked apart, left, right, and centre.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like there was much rhyme or reason to it. That said, Poddy has found a gap. Little does he know it, he could walk onto the A-bomb site and plant right now. It's going to be so difficult if he gives them the opportunity to peek him all at once. Poddy needs to try and take some fight soon, but all angles surrounded.
Yeah, a little bit too much deliberation there from Poddy in the clutch. Start rifle, net him an opening pick.
ENCE getting up close here in cave. A beautiful HE play to pop the smoke. Nets Natu a kill, but Deher holds firm. The double headshot. They must have lined up. It was that fast. Poddy still plugging away though. Takes down Kylar. Sound cue gives him away. Excapersi claims a headshot. But a heavy cost, takes a lot of damage. He takes him down. Poddy's there holding. The smoke blooms. Takes the shot and connects it. ENCE find a second. You're going to be seeing a flash for him to activate here because Minho is aware of the possibility. The hard clear. just pick up the AK and get away with it somehow.
Getting away with murder and then some. And oh, Kyler pushes solo outside of A main, catches Natu in transition. So from a one-man advantage to a two-man advantage for KOMNATA. Oh, and from D-Her could not be worse timed. Glaive now finds the opening, takes CT and beach control. Therefore has easy access to either bomb site. We'll be setting up for a bit of an A split here. Kyler and Krasnal set up to defend. They know the angle of attack. Kyler can take a lovely little off angle here. The question is, does he get cleared? I certainly know about him now. Poddy will find one, but there's not enough time.
It almost feels like in a couple of these rounds, I was trying to think of the right word for it there. I was going to go with timid, but I think almost flustered seems to be nice way to open things up though, Glaive. And then Natu.
I mean, KOMNATA decided to, after winning, was essentially a force buy with some very compromised weapons on a couple players. Tried to use that as momentum, storm their way into this one. But ENCE, they just sat passive, very passive, in fact, not even working any map control whatsoever. And KOMNATA fall into ENCE's waiting arms.
And they're going for a walk into middle again. This time, Glaive, the one taking point with the Mac 10, goes for the hard clear. He's unsuccessful, but the trade is good. Natu finds one. And they know where Kylar is. He's the only player left. They can just avoid him, head to the B bomb site. Even set themselves up to try and catch him in rotation. ENCE keeps holding that W key as ENCE find a third round.
Planning for them frags.
Yeah, they really do with ENCE coming in through camera and taking the load off. But actually, KOMNATA are going to head back towards him into middle. And he catches Kylar in rotation. Nino falls to the exact same fate.
That actually worked perfectly for them. The utility, the execution they played was a feint.
Now they know where Krasnal is. Poddy can deal with. Headshot comes through, only one rifle saved. Almost certainly an eco hit. Oh my goodness, a revolver. Oh, why you got to tease us like that, man? He sold it immediately. ENCE aggressive control in through middle, but backfires. Glaive goes down. Some Young trades, and then he himself gets traded out. So the man advantage in the hands of KOMNATA. Kylar dancing around. Krasnal rotates in. ENCE just going for dry jewels. Now Poddy's going to get pushed. Tries to tee up Natu, who will find the one. AK on Nino now. Natu going to go straight through the smoke. Connects the frag. That's a big kill to find. Poddy's relocation. Through middle, he can join him on the bomb site and get the bomb planted. A dink straight through. Oh my goodness, D has absolutely annihilated Poddy. He was full health.
That is filthy. I mean, you've just smoked off B main. You know it's a threat. Very high likelihood of a spam. D is actually going to get 2 kills with a USP to close out this round. But just flex your advantage that you have the weaponry. This is a T-sided map that you can just sit still and control all the rotations. You don't need to work to get these kills. Just let Kaspersky walk through a smoke and get 2. Okay.
He almost finds 2 of his own, but Kaspersky, of course, yet again.
Whereas against ENCE, Poddy, while he did put up very good numbers on Dust 2, And that
no.
goes to show with the scoreline that they had on Dust 2, he's not consistent enough to be able to be a present threat to deny or abuse rival AWPers. Speaking of, Deher comes in with a flank to actually kill Body.
Now KOMNATA needs to set up for the retake. A good flash. Disrupts their attempt, at least for now. They got 2 flashes themselves and a smoke for main. ENCE have a HG to blow this open, but it's on Glaive, who's already committed in the bomb site. They need to try and hold on as long as possible here before KOMNATA get in, and it's all falling apart. Kylar finds one. Minho takes down some Die Young, so Body and ENCE now need to try and deal with this on the spam. They successfully take down at least one diffuser. A second kill comes through. The bullets are flying, and ENCE have pulled it off. 6-6. Key stuck between 2 angles. Poddy finds a double.
Very awkward position to be in now. Man disadvantage, 2-man disadvantage even for KOMNATA. Very least, ENCE don't have a kit. Need to get in and start finding some frags here. At the moment, KOMNATA coming out on top with the firing squad establishing towards B main, and I think that's it. There's not enough time to get this defuse off.
Yeah, Kaspersky manages to get the final few kills, a triple in total, but ultimately it's all in vain. Contact. Single search party. Bomb planted. Key. We'll only get 1 before being traded out by SDY. It's a couple of weapons that ENCE can save. Overall, it's not the start to the second half that they were expecting or hoping for.
So another rifle to be had. SDY can try and save that one, and Tyler denies it. He denies Glaive.
Terrorists win.
Ooh, risky. I'm dumbfounded as to how SDY didn't hear the steps of Krasnov sprinting up on towards the plat.
KOMNATA now getting ready to collapse onto the B-bomb site. Glaive in a lot of trouble and just tries to run away with the MP9. He gets caught. Nate Chu eliminated by Kylar. Kaspersky on this flank.
Bomb has been planted.
Poddy the same. Kyler prepared. There you go. The off angle prevails. Kaspersky. Don't think he'll check Minho here. An easy finish. KOMNATA. 3 rounds in the lead now.
Oh, it's making it work. Oh, it's beautiful. A double kill.
My gun is a laser beam. People don't seem to realise the first few bullets of it are so, not necessarily accurate, but the spray, the recoil is so minimal on the first few bullets. 2 for 1. Let's see if ENCE can find anything else. And a dink. Instant headshot in response.
What a shot.
KOMNATA are closing in towards B, but well, it looks like Body and Glaive are leaving the site. Yeah, this is textbook KOMNATA. It's this contact style of play which made it so hard for ENCE to read what was going on because ENCE wouldn't hear any grenades being thrown.
Oh, Kaspersky drops incendiary and then just wide swings behind it. And yeah, Krasnal's ready for that one. Now it's on Poddy to try and hold down this B bomb site, and a beautiful pre-fire from Krasnal opens things wide up. And the kills fly through. Some Die Young. He's been heard now. He's got the AWP to retake with as well. I think he might be giving it up and having a save.
Yeah, I don't know why he swings to the right. Perhaps paranoid about B main, but I'm sure Poddy had that covered.
Terrorists win.
And then Poddy holding.
Instead, they're going to rely on this A site setup, and Natew going down puts it all in a compromised position. Poddy won't find a thing. Disastrous A hold.
Bomb has been planted.
That was really bad.
I'm not sure why they cancelled the rotation. Through the water. It's fundamental Counter-Strike 101. On a bomb site, when you're being attacked from multiple angles, you do not sit on the bomb site. You choose one of those angles to take control of. In that scenario there, you got Natew and Poddy. Okay, where are you holding the site from? Can't be inside the site because you'll get attacked from multiple angles. You have to either take A main, take heaven, or take camera. Now, camera is probably not the choice because you've got 3 Ts coming at you.
Terrorists win.
So it would likely be A main, and
Deher getting aggressive. He's gonna get taken down. Yeah, that reaction, them cancelling that. Like, that's very much the sort of flusteredness I was trying to hint at. Seems very jumpy. SDY. He's gonna pick the kill with a shotgun.
man advantage. Make it 3. As Minho empties his entire clip into the smoke.
Have a go at A main here. Our KOMNATA. And in fact, there is nobody here for ENCE. So KOMNATA can get a bomb plant if they want it.
Oh.
Especially now they've landed that shot onto Natew. What a disgusting entry from Kyla. Molotov's going to lock ENCE out. I've got a horrible feeling about this round, Tim.
Smoke even coming through. HE will soften them up somewhat. Flash over the top of the wall. There we go. The swarm prevails, and ENCE finally get their first CT round on the board. KOMNATA need to set themselves up for a bit of a retake. Natew, though, can hold an angle in front of the flames. A gap perfect for him. They know the information of Kyla. They'll collect a triple kill. KOMNATA try and retake the water.
Flawless.
Oh.
God. Krasnal with a beautiful entry. Poddy. Lands a tag. Not a kill, and his nade goes shallow. It'll be a retake for ENCE here as KOMNATA look to close in on scoring. Oh, Poddy's missed the shot. Kyla's got a freebie. Kaspersky comes in with a double, thankfully. Almost caught with nades in their hands. ENCE trying to scale into the bomb site. Some Die Young finds himself a double. And ENCE stay alive.
Now KOMNATA on a very weak investment. Set 9s, and they're setting up for a very fast B split. Ooh, trades into the 3-on-3. And that's guns picked up.
Orp ripped away yet again, though, as Glaive does take down Minho. A massive frag. HE Grenade's going to wound Kyla. He's now picked up the Orp from his fallen comrade, and he's putting it to work as he finds a kill onto Natew. 2 versus 2 for ENCE. SDY pinned in Temple. This Orp's going to be such a problem as the smoke dissipates. Miss shot, SDY activates. All on Kyla, and another big multi-kill from SDY. Oh, and SDY, full sense of security. Minho going to hold his nerve, hold the trigger, try and find the double, try and find the maximum damage, and he does so successfully. There's a triple. A gap left by ENCE gives KOMNATA the opportunity to take us to Ancient. A 4 versus 2 required. There's another trap in way. Deher in middle. Poddy, a 1 versus 4 required, and Deher finishes the job. 13-10. ENCE, they attempt a recovery on the CT side, but they let the situation get that bad that getting ready to disrupt here. Walking contact play down the ramp, flashed in. The Julie's letting rip. He going to open things up in cave, dropping the bomb in the open. There were 4 players from KOMNATA getting ready to swarm in. Nature only gets 1 on the board. Kyla with a swift double.
Man, Krasnal looks so comfortable with those dual leads. Deher, not quite the same. A wild spray. Instantly domed by Poddy. He's Glaive and Body low HP. No Kevlar on either of them. Man disadvantage, looking to recover this bomb. They'll have to have some clean shooting to bring this round back into contention. At the very least, they do have time on their side and the odd grenade or two.
And low HP on a few of these KOMNATA players as well, which a Glock body shot will have no trouble finishing off. Issue is, Poddy's now on his own. They know where he is. Kyla spams through, lands the headshot. KOMNATA find the pistol round, disrupting ENCE's plans.
He swings out looking to deal with Kyla, but he hears the steps, drops the smoke. And isolate these fights, only good for 1, but by that point the cavalry has arrived. Deher and Mino will clean up.
Yeah, nice and simple. KOMNATA.
Smokes will come through towards the B bomb site, volleying towards the cubby, but proactive reaction from KOMNATA after seeing the smokes come down. They decide to fight and storm in towards cave, securing extremity control on the map. Krasnal will pick up the AK, will try and continue to fight on towards the site, and a spam from Mino through the smoke deals with body. It's all on towards Natu. 35 seconds, a 1 versus 3 bomb down on towards the site. KOMNATA start circling.
Yeah, this is a real problem for Nature. Trying to expose 1 versus 1, and Krasnal happy to give it to him. 20 seconds left now. Nature trying to bait out the peak from cave. Timing gives Deher the kill. KOMNATA secure the first gun round. And they still had SMGs in play. Contingent of this round comes into play. SDY making his way in through the donut smoke. Good for 1. Deher's still here, still fighting, still doing damage. That's another kill for him. 2 in the round. Taken down by Poddy. Krasnal starts dumping shells through the smoke. Next, Kaspersky is miles away. Just 8 points of health as well. This is all but decided. There it is. 4th round for KOMNATA.
Play towards the extremity of long. Going to attempt a boost. Decide to disengage. ENCE work their way up. A second boost comes through. Krasnal's able to find Natu. No. Immediate headshot through the smoke. Home in. Kaspersky low on health. Easy finish. Krasnal big 3-piece. And Poddy, this entire time, I mean, he's not even cut off a rotate. Not even done that.
Flash out onto the on-site. It's perfectly timed from Glaive. He activates at just the right moment. Nature going to tap on the bomb. Getting it down. There we go, yeah. Just as we called them out for it. They get it done. Can they hold on to it? Can they keep the bomb site? Or will KOMNATA pull off the retake?
Shadow spotted from Key. Kaspersky tries to hold the off angle, but shot's not clean. He'll be finished off. Key with a double kill. Some die young, the same in response. Even Key, low health. SDY will get 3-piece to close it out.
See if they can do it. SDY getting aggressive. Deher blinded up. Kylar as well, but still manages to get at least 1 kill on the board. He's trapped here in jungle. Krasnal playing around the smoke on shelf. Still manages to get 1 before going down, but 3 ENCE frags come back in response into the 2-on-2. Mino playing ahead of the Molotov in window. Spotted by Nature. A good shoulder piece. Doesn't overstay his welcome.
Play here from Mino in towards A main, spots the bomb, but now he is locked in. Kaspersky has his retreat. Mino low on health. will be finished off by Natu. Time for Key to rotate in. Has the kit, so if this bomb goes down, will be awarded an extra 5 seconds. Natu actually taking his time to clear out the flank. Buys even more time for Key to set himself up for this clutch.
Incredibly winnable. Both players low on HP. Bomb denied. Key's going to evacuate. ENCE with 13 seconds on the clock now needs to risk sticking a plant. Key will allow it this time. Swings out into CT spawn. Bullet sent left, right, and center. ENCE survives on 1 point of health. But Key low on HP as well. And he's the one who's got to make the first move. ENCE hiding behind the box. He's going to miss the shot. Key lands it. A headshot overkill for the situation, but he gets it done.
Where they choose to go. The lone defender of B at this point, stuck behind the pillar. But helped out, a double kill. He comes in. Key with some support. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're just getting obliterated, man.
Diha literally just peeks around the pillar and kills both players. ENCE with a bit of a force buy here, setting up for a set piece towards this B-bomb site. There'll be a pop to rush up with the utility, but Key is completely unblinded. Key's not blinded at all by any of the grenades thrown his way. He'll find 2 very easily. Emilio still,
oh my goodness,
at that point was yet to activate. He'll go 1-for-1. ENCE just dropping like flies.
But he gets 1. 2 more to find. It'd be a 4K if he wins it. A nice headshot onto Kylar. Doesn't anticipate Diha in time, though. So KOMNATA find their 8th. ENCE still trailing with just 1 singular round. Looking at being
struggling against a mix.
Yeah. There's a couple of opportunities, though. Natu and ENCE both finding entries. Only 1 in response until Minho equalizes the numbers. 3-on-3. Incendiary keeps Natu at bay, and a spam does so much damage to ENCE. He still goes spamming in through the smoke. 5 points of health. What a madman.
Just inviting, being spammed back. Glaive at least will shut down Diha. Minho, far rotation. The action all took place on towards that site whilst he was still locked out of heaven. But all through, both players holding for him.
Kylar very narrowly doesn't dodge the flash, I should say. Diha only gets 1, so ENCE do have control of the A-bomb site. If only KOMNATA had a flash, Minho could run in, cause some funny business.
Ooh, that smoke might provide them some extra cover. The boost comes through. Krasnal only good for 1. Key low on health, the same for Poddy. Thought the HE would finish Poddy off then for a second.
ENCE trying absolutely everything they can to make sure that he doesn't get close to this bomb site. Poddy has evacuated. The bomb's still yet to be planted. There we go, Natu. We'll give ENCE the round, and it's going to be another force buy for KOMNATA. This is honestly such a miracle.
Let's see if they can catch an unsuspecting ENCE player. ENCE though finds safe haven outside the B doors and pass all this information across to his teammates. SDY can cut the rotations, but Kyler will find the first frag in towards CT. Oh no, Minho.
Oh, that was an opportunity.
Yeah, KOMNATA just locked out of this one now.
Yeah, this will
take
be
their time clearing CT.
an 8-4 half. Almost certainly Krasnal is still miles away. Does a bit of damage with the MP9, but blocking smoke can come in. There's no way back into this one, and not really showing any gusto about forcing the issue either. Krasnal playing for stats.
Terrorists win.
All events go down to the bomb in the final round of the half. 8-4. Natu is the only one keeping up with Diha at the moment.
Krasnal though searching in towards mid. jiggling just to get that information, and it indeed will be a 4-man rush in towards elbow. Or in towards heaven, rather, through middle. SDY will find the first pick, catches Key off guard. KOMNATA is a little bit of a strange round. You've got 2 players walking out of A, 2 players sat in the B lane. Essentially a 2-on-2, and they're being picked apart because of it. Ooh, D-hurt. Ooh, okay, good adjustment. Finds the dink on the first. Looks very messy for spray. But catches the second.
Look at the space taking. Straight out through cave, onto the B bomb site. He looks like he wants to bear down onto CT, but decides to retreat, and that's when Nature catches him. A bomb plant afforded at the very least. Krasnal up close, trying to land the headshot, will do so. Pivoting behind the pillar, trying to stay alive as long as he can, but overwhelmed by ENCE. It's on Minho to try and clutch this one out, and there's still a low HP player on the ENCE squad, and the other one needs to get on the defuse. He's the one with the kit, but Spam's not going to connect, and so ENCE will win the pistol round. Another lifeline goes their way. And now the pistol round as well. You've had sort of like 3 rounds that have the training wheels on almost. Glaive going to make full advantage though, getting aggressive down the ramp. Gets a kill and almost a second. Poddy does so much damage with that M4.
ENCE, I was about to say working with a man advantage, but D-hurt thinks otherwise. They certainly at least have a health advantage. Less than 100 points of health between the 3 players. 86 to be precise. Yeah, we'll be contacting in a solo play here. 0 trade potential does a lot of damage. That's Kaspersky. Okay. Last few bullets on the MP9.
And Key gone as well. Closer and closer. Few upgraded pistols, 3 Deagles, 2 Tech 9s. Now only 2 Deagles. Kylar goes down, looking for the opening in middle. An aggressive play. Aggressive from ENCE as well, as they go for the MP9 swing on shelf.
It's wildly different how confident ENCE look from half to half. They're looking so in control here on the CT side. Obviously, they are up against drop a HE on the floor.
Not
At the very
sure,
least, SDY will clear out A main.
Yeah, AK upgrade and position. Nature still here on the bomb site. Good cover from Krasnal means he can't deny the plant. KOMNATA 4 versus 4, and some Young's being flanked here. Key on the long rotation in, catches him. Krasnal taking down Glaive. Kaspersky puts one on the board. Upgrades to the Galil. Even going to get on the defuse here. It's a nice wide defuse. Comes off it. It's a swing from Key. Puts him in trouble here, and Minho finishes him off. It's going to be a 9th for KOMNATA.
Very unfortunate situation for ENCE. An orthodox situation to be in for Nature and Minho. But they're waiting for him to let loose. Kaspersky will live. Oh, I eat my words.
Lives for about half a second, and then KOMNATA start their push. A good smoke pop pick from Poddy. Still in 3 versus 3 in a very wide plant from KOMNATA. The Molotov trusted to cover them and does so successfully. SDY now scaling down the lane. Minho to receive. A missed shot. Nature comes in. Some Young cleans up. ENCE, a swift response. A good retake. That'll put them up on 8.
Continue to see what else he can find, but neglects the possibility of another player being inside the cave. You could see the thought process. He was considering dropping that molly, and it would have flushed out cave, but instead he drops it, Glaive, but instead he drops it to the cave entrance. Meantime, there's a 1-for-1 in towards middle. ENCE currently sitting with a 3 versus 2 advantage.
ENCE now looking to solidify their positioning in the back lines. SDY comes in. All these angles being cleared by Kylar. Smoke will alert ENCE to his position. The flashbang to allow Key up the ramp. Another flash over long. SDY unaffected. Swift headshot. The double peek. And ENCE tie up. 9-9.
Going to be setting up for what looks to be a set piece over towards B. Smoke towards long and short. These players are actually going to be streaming in from cave. Exkapersky, first line of defense, only good for 1. Nice trade from Krasnul. The lone rifle. Glaive decides to fall back away through the smoke. Doesn't want to go down free. Doesn't want to risk that. Instead, sticks around. Choose to go for the 4 versus 4. Not enough time for SDY to come involved. And the utility to start being thrown. KOMNATA is suddenly just left with Key, and even he's been wiped out. Good round from ENCE. Holding on towards that site. Discipline to play retake.
How the tables have turned. ENCE looking...
But at least they've done some damage to ENCE's economy. Kaspersky still working with an SMG, and the utility is far from ideal on ENCE. But Poddy, sure the weaponry, the non-factor. Early opening pick. KOMNATA in the meantime, they're accelerating up on towards this site. And Krasnul, a beautiful three-piece, including his teammate of Key.
He's obliterating everyone. Teammate, enemy, doesn't matter if you're in your crosshairs, he's going down. Oh, okay. Body lines up the wallbang. Equalizes into a 2 versus 2. SDY still on this scramble rotate in.
They have a lovely smoke for cave. Bounce in. Krasnul will lose his line of sight. The time ticking on this bomb. They need to finish off Kyler soon. Or it's going to be... Oh, actually.
Just a bit of spam. Oh, no!
Young's got them both. KOMNATA. You only needed 1 little spam. Poddy was low on health. That could have been...
Bullet. Molotov there. Leader down. Key with a response onto SDY. Now ENCE going to take some lane control. Exkapersky is the one who gives ENCE the man advantage. Kylar and Key.
2-for-1 trade. And it's just solidifying B lane control between Kaspersky and Poddy, leaving Nate the lone defender of A. Question is, does Key clear to his right first? I think he will, and he'll find a free kill on. Oh, I say
What?
free. I guess Key was low, so it was only a single bullet needed, really. The disappointment there from Key.
Yeah, still an impressive reaction. Kylar now finds himself in 20 seconds to clutch this round out. He only gets 1 kill. ENCE have map series and playoffs point, and KOMNATA are around from elimination. Who saw this coming after the first half? Glaive going to try and re-aggress here. He is clearing his corners out. Bit of a misclick, and that costs him. Mino knows to expect a peek. Exkapersky does what he can to hold on, but there's too many players on his screen, and so KOMNATA come back in force. Statement round from them. Is he going to make use of it? Are they going to go for that same aggressive play yet again? It seems like it. ENCE not giving them the opportunity this time, but Poddy in trouble. The MAC-10 chasing him down. Hesitation. It's going to net double opening in the end for ENCE. That might have run out for KOMNATA as another kill is found. Deeper and Key, and now just Key 1 versus 5. ENCE will be securing their position in the playoffs as they do wipe out KOMNATA on Ancient. But I've got a lot of questions, it has to be said.